The last time the New England Patriots and Pittsburgh Steelers faced off, it was in Week 15 last season, and the Patriots fell 17-10. I'm Sierra Goodwill, here with Evan Lazar and Alex Barth. When Bill Belichick was asked about that game in particular, he did say it was not insignificant. So clearly the Patriots are looking towards that game to build off of and kind of learn from last season. So what do you think that they can improve on that they did poorly last season in Week 15?
Yeah, well, this is a Week 1 game, so there's no tape this year to look at either one of these teams and kind of get to any conclusions unless you want to go to the preseason, which I'm sure Bill Belichick did. But it's, for us, it seems like a little bit like you got to go back to Week 15. I think the two things that stood out to me the most, the Steelers really had, for the first time in a while, a decent game plan against the Patriots. I think Mike Tomlin gets a lot of crap thrown his way for not being such a good coach in these parts. He actually put together a decent plan. They played a lot more man coverage. They doubled Julian Edelman and Gronk out of the game in key situations. On the other side of the ball, the Patriots matched their 3 wide receiver sets with dime defense, 6 defensive backs. So the Steelers handed off the ball over and over again and ran it right down their throats. They averaged almost 9 yards per carry on shotgun runs, 14 carries for 122 yards out of the shotgun with Big Ben. So they spread out the Patriots, then they ran the ball, and they ended up winning the game 17-10. So you look at the defensive performance and you say, not bad, right? You only give up 17 points. You think you're going to win most of those games. But the way that the game went that day, not being able to stop the run, was really what killed the Patriots.
So I'll flip it and say I thought the Patriots game plan going in was a little questionable offensively in that they seemed to try to get Brady 3-4 second pockets where he was going to stand back, make multiple reads, and throw the ball. And that's nothing against Tom Brady. But with that pass rush, right, TJ Watt, Stephon Tuitt, Casey Hayward coming up the middle, you're just not going to have that luxury. You're not. And I think it's going to be the same thing here Week 1, where it reminds me a lot, and I said this on Patriots Beat this week with Trags, of the Los Angeles Chargers game. Pardon me, still doing that.
Yeah.
The Los Angeles Chargers game in the divisional round. They need to be more, 3 seconds and out. Brady drops back, instantly gets the ball out of his hand this week to offset that Steelers pass rush.
And last year, after the Week 15 loss, they went on to win the Super Bowl. They didn't lose another game that season. Obviously, this is Week 1. But would a win against the Steelers in Week 1 kind of feel different because the Steelers are such a competitive organization that this could kind of be a springboard for the rest of the season?
The Patriots are a very good team in Week 1. They're I think, up there 14-4, I think, is the exact number for what they are in Week 1. So they're a very good Week 1 team on the whole. They've only lost once here in Foxboro in Week 1, that Kansas City game a few years ago. So they're usually a team that maybe doesn't start the best in September, but the first week of the season they get off to a pretty good start for the most part, probably because they're so prepared, much more prepared than what we saw at Green Bay and Chicago last night, for example. So I think that they might not use it as a springboard for the entire year, but I do think that they like to get off to that good start, be 1-0. There's something to be said about that. It starts the whole season on the right foot.
And you look, to look a little further down the road after Pittsburgh, you have 3 divisional games in a row. So to get this win and kind of have that momentum going into that divisional stretch, I know people are talking about the Patriots having an easy start. And yeah, the AFC East teams aren't great. Doesn't mean it's not crucial. You got to go win those divisional games early in the year so you can rest Tom Brady, you can rest Julian Edelman, you can rest the defense later on in the season. So to get this win and have things figured out and not have to be going back and reinventing the offense for Week 2 when you have a big divisional game coming up on the road, it would be
a tough place, Miami.
Right.
Yeah.
Going to Miami. We all know what a house of horrors that is.
It's going to be hot as hell down there.
To get the win Week 1 and kind of know what you're doing works and this plan you put together all offseason works would be a big step for them.
And football is back, so this Foxboro Report is brought to you by our exclusive sports betting partners at betonline.ag. Head to their website, enter promo code CLNS50 to receive your 50% welcome bonus. For all of our Patriots coverage, head to our website at clnsmedia.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.